My name is Kimberly Cenac-Phulgence. I am the President of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court Association of Women Judges. Today, I share with you the unique and often overlooked challenges faced by Caribbean women in the judiciary, particularly in the Eastern Caribbean and Guyana. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court comprises 9 member states and territories. Judges are routinely assigned outside their home country and may be reassigned during their tenure. While this mobility ensures judicial independence, for female judges, especially those with families, it creates a number of personal and professional challenges. Imagine having to uproot your life, sometimes on short notice. A female judge must ask herself, can my spouse move with me? Often the answer is no. Spouses can't easily abandon their careers, and families are split across islands, resulting in emotional and financial strain. Then there's the critical question of children. Do I bring them with me and navigate unfamiliar education systems, especially daunting if they have special needs? Or do I leave them behind and endure the guilt of separation? Either choice takes a toll. And sometimes the questions surround elderly parents. And while some may say, you knew what the job entails, the reality often hits hardest when you're in it. In Guyana, the challenges mirror this reality. Judges are assigned or reassigned to different jurisdictions and in the 3 counties of Guyana every quarter. This means that judges travel to the assigned areas and live in quarters provided by the court. At their option, they may stay permanently for the 3 months, or as some do, they travel to and from every week. Magistrates can also be assigned for years at a time to out-of-town courts, which are far from their homes, resulting in even less family contact. These repeated dislocations affect more than just logistics. They strain marriages, parent-child bonds, and mental health. Notably, many of our female judges are either single or divorced. I can speak of at least one judge who resigned due to the pressure of prolonged separation from her children. Yes, for some male judges, they face similar issues. But the impact on women judicial officers is greater. Women still bear the societal expectation of being primary caregivers. This makes the emotional cost of judicial service far greater. It is time to open the conversation within our Caribbean judiciaries. Caribbean female judicial officers should not feel that they must choose between the job and family. We must explore solutions. Flexible assignments, and institutional support perhaps, so that career and family can coexist in a healthy balance.
Hello, I'm Nadia Kangaloo, President of the Caribbean Association of Women Judges. As women judicial officers in the Caribbean, we hold a uniquely demanding space, not just as adjudicators, but as community leaders, caregivers, and often the moral compass in small, tightly knit societies. In many of our jurisdictions, we are highly visible, and that visibility can limit our personal privacy and magnify public expectations. It's not unusual to be called judge at the grocery store or to be expected to embody dignity and calm at all times. These quiet pressures often go unseen. We also face challenges with limited resources, high caseloads, and court systems that are frequently overstretched. Burnout becomes not just a possibility, but a risk that looms constantly. And for many of us, we are the first or only women in senior judicial roles in our countries. That pioneering status brings pride, but also real isolation. It takes resilience, and that resilience must be supported, not assumed. The Narrow Declaration on Judicial Wellbeing reminds us that well-being is not a luxury. It is a foundation for judicial independence, for effective decision-making, and for long-term service to the public. So how do we sustain it? First, we must give ourselves permission. Permission to rest, to set boundaries, and to acknowledge that strength includes vulnerability. Self-compassion is not an indulgence. It is judicial discipline of a higher order. Second, we can build micro practices into our day. A quiet moment before court to center ourselves, a midday pause to breathe or reflect, a walk after work to pause, to breathe or reflect. These are things that can help us transition back into our personal lives. They're small, accessible ways to preserve inner balance. Third, we must draw strength from each other. Peer mentoring, informal colleague circles, or simply checking in with a colleague. These are powerful antidotes to the isolation many judges face. In this way, we live a mission of mutual support. Fourth, we advocate for institutional accountability. Judicial well-being cannot rest solely on our shoulders. It requires workload reform, trauma-informed support systems, and policies that recognize caregiving responsibilities without penalizing ambition. Caribbean courts must lead by example in protecting those who protect justice. And finally, we honor joy through movement, music, prayer, laughter, and shared celebration. These are not distractions from our roles, they are affirmations of the wholeness we bring to them. And we need more. Institutionally, we need gender-aware policies, mental health access, flexibility for caregiving, and leadership pathways designed with women in mind. And personally, we need peer support, regional solidarity, and safe spaces to be vulnerable without fear of judgment or consequence. As president of the Caribbean Association of Women Judges, I say this with conviction. When we care for the well-being of our women judges, we strengthen not just individuals, but the very fabric of justice in the Caribbean. Let us use this celebration of the inaugural International Day of Judicial Wellbeing to continue to build that support together.